Okay, scrappers. Thought today I'd scrap out a couple of BCMs. They're basically Nortel Networks Business Communications Managers. So they're a bit like, yeah, just like a telecom kind of thing, I guess. I haven't scrapped one of these out before, so I've got a couple different ones here. I've got the BCM 200s, which are single, and the double BCM 400. So I thought I'd just have a little look at each one. And yeah, they look probably very much like a kind of like a PC. So we'll check them out. Okay, I'll start off with the smaller BCM 200s. Just have a look. They're like modules that are in the front, so they all sort of come out. Now the first one is ISDN. There's probably a nice little board in there. I'll just open up. Okay. Got a big crystal oscillator here. Smaller crystal. Some good ICs on this side. Not much over this side. A little bit of gold pins. A few more ICs. Silver plate. Interesting. Not a bad little board. It's only a mid-grade board. Unless you wanted to depopulate the ICs and stuff, you just have a power board in the end. Little board here. Okay, I'll get the second one. It's a little bit different. DSM 16 plus. It's just a media bay module. Interesting. So when I got them, they just kind of look like, you know, like switches or some kind of network thing. And it turns out they are networks, but a little bit different to what I've seen before. Don't have much here. Just a couple I see. You know, it's got some tantalums, but really nothing. Just a mid-grade board. There you go. Oh well, at least we've got some gold pins here. So that was those two modules. Okay. It almost is the whole thing. So that's obviously the main board. Got a motherboard down here. Got an old expansion card. So yeah, interesting. Oh wow, the crystal oscillator, look at the size of that one. You know those little gold band ones? That is probably the biggest one I've gotten. Cool. Let's see if I can get this out. Okay. So there we go. It's only got a small piece of fingers compared to the whole card, but yeah, that's not a bad one. Yep, nothing there, but there's that crystal oscillator I was talking about with the gold band and the ceramic base. They're normally, you know, tinier than the tantalums, but look at the size of that. That's one hell of a crystal oscillator. Good gold recovery in that one. It's certainly going to go into my prize collection, that. Got to take off the battery, obviously, when you see batteries like that, and if you're selling boards, take the battery off. Otherwise, you know, well, this board will go as a slot card. We've got to take out this card here and take out the battery, and that's a slot card. So it's really good value there if you don't depopulate board yourself, because you don't have a great deal of fingers. So, you know, you're getting really good, better value as just selling it as a slot card. Probably the only thing I would do is remove that big crystal oscillator and keep that. So that's a good one. And that's the motherboard. Can finally get it out now. Okay, so pretty good motherboard. Got a riser card here. So this one here, either a slot card or cut off the fingers and throw it into mid-grade. It's a good one, good fingers. So as you can see the difference, the gold is the same size, the fingers, but look at the size of the board difference, you know. So this is where it's worth selling as a slot card. This is where it's worth actually keeping the fingers. All right. We've got a RAM stick, unusual one, and the motherboard. See what the CPU is. Looks like it could be a green fiber. Yep, green fiber CPU. She's stuck. There you go. Still got the copper heatsink here. I didn't know it was a really big one, but that's okay. Got a nice green fiber CPU, ready to remove those pins. Fix that up later. There you go. Not much of a motherboard. Blank. It's got two really nice BGAs. So usually I don't depopulate motherboards. I just take some crystals, remove the battery, maybe a couple of tantalums, MLCCs. Look at those MLCCs, really big. Yeah. All right, that's the small one. We'll have a look at the double one now. Well, actually, hang on, I haven't even finished this one. We've still got something inside in the back. So that was just the removable modules. Okay. Obviously, we've got a power supply unit here, and there's another board. It's a slot card that the there we go. It's a slot card that the motherboard slides into. Yeah, I didn't realize that. So the motherboard slides into the slot card like that. So the pins in here aren't very good, so probably not even worth going for gold recovery in these kind of pins. But those fingers are certainly going to be good. Let's just get out this power supply. There we go. Just cut off all this cable. Sell the power supply complete. Oh, it's a little bit of a bonus. I thought we were at the end of it. And we also got a hard drive here, so you know, it all helps for scrap. It's 80 gigabyte. There we go. It's an interface card. So we've got some good fingers here. Okay, so in this case, obviously, you know, it's not really worth selling as a slot card because there's nothing on it to give it weight. So you're much better off removing these gold fingers. Even these gold pins here aren't bad. They're better than the spring type anyway. So you've got some gold fingers, pins there. Fingers. Beautiful. Well, that was a bonus. Another little mid-grade type board at the back here. Just a little riser card, mid-grade. Cable. There you go, 80 gig hard drive. What I normally do with these kind of hard drives, they don't have much on them. So if I sell these as a scrap hard drive, I'll just remove this memory module, the IC chip here. These are usually pretty good, and then you don't really notice it missing. All right, that's it. That is scrapped. All right, now we can move on to the double one. Okay, this is the BCM 400. And yeah, it's pretty much a double thing, but hopefully we get twice as much as we got in that first one, and that'll be really, really good. First, I'll just take off those side brackets. I keep them on a lot of servers that I get with all the rabbit ears, and the mounting brackets. I keep a lot of those brackets. And sometimes you get with, you know, bigger units, you get, you know, these kind of brackets, and they're really handy for, you know, just for things in the workshop. Maintenance, house maintenance or whatever, you need brackets or something like that. Yeah, so I keep all this sort of stuff. All right. Well. Main modules. Okay, so that's just a hard drive module. So it's just got one hard drive in there, 20 gigabytes. So we'll take that out later. All right, so it's probably going to be very similar to the first one, the small one. It's just got some added features, I suppose. Okay, a little bit different. As you can see, this has got 2 slots for the expansion card. Interesting, but very much the same hard drive. It looks the same motherboard. Very much. Yep. I'll open all that out and just have a look at these 4 modules here. It's okay, I think we already had one of them. This one's a double one. That's just a blank. Another one there. One more. Okay, a trunk interface. So let's open these up, and then we'll get to the back stuff. Okay. Alright, same kind of board. Just has some MLCCs and stuff and some resistors, but nothing spectacular. Like all these are just like got little copper coils in them. So it's really a mid-grade board. Couple of plugs. Yep, they're pretty much the same as the other unit. It's a little bit better, but still not a lot. You know, it's still a mid-grade board. You know, you got transformers and resistors with no value. It's mostly chips. So another slot card. It's another good one. And the motherboard. Forgot the other slot card. So yep, very much identical. There we go. Get that little board out. Okay. Well, this CPU stayed intact. It's the green fibre. There you go. Another little RAM stick. What are they? Can't make out. And an average kind of motherboard. So yeah, the only things I would take off are the, see that's like a pinkish MLCC, and then you got the brownish. Even these ones have got the little writing on top. It's an MLCC. They'll be good ones because it's an older board. All right. Little LED board, hard drive. So we'll just, yep. This one already had the power supply unit removed, but we do have another slot card. So I'll just clean this up now, and we'll have a look at what the two of them produced. But yep, another nothing board with really good gold fingers. So I'll just clean the rest up now, and we'll have a look at what we got out of both of them. I still got one more of those small ones, so that's good. I'll get another one of these and another run of the whole lot. So we'll just have a look at what we ended up getting. Okay, well, we've ended up with some not bad items. This side here is the smaller one, and that's the double one. So as you can see, there's really not, that's the line here, so there's not a lot of difference. You know, there's a couple of boards extra, but generally we got the 3 slot cards, the motherboard, and just all these mid-grade kind of boards. So yeah, not too bad. Couple of hard drives, got a couple of the fibers. So this one lost the heatsink, ready for processing, so that wasn't bad. You know, the couple of RAM sticks. Yeah, these are really good fingers, so I'm happy with them ones. So yeah, I hope that was a little bit of fun for you guys. Just thought I'd scrap out these BCMs and see what's in them. And you know, it's very much like a server, like a router switch kind of thing. A little bit different though, because they're more like PCs because they got these strange motherboards. So yeah, really cool. And a super sock card. And those crystal oscillators. Jeez. I mean, look at the size of that. That is huge. So I'm going to have 3 of these to add to the collection. I'm really happy about these ones. Awesome. Alright guys, well, have fun and I'll catch you next time soon.